money, that peculiar American aristocracy where wealth has existed long enough to forget it's wealthy. Indeed, it's the difference between earning your first billion and inheriting your third trust fund amendment. Furthermore, Massachusetts stands as America's undisputed capital of this financial aristocracy, where fortunes established before the Industrial Revolution still control social hierarchies from behind weathered shingle exteriors.
This is so cool. The people who are so rich, they forgot they're rich. Oh my goodness. Everybody's struggling. They're so rich.
Yes, while California flaunts tech billions and Florida displays real estate empires, Massachusetts' old money practices its own religion.
Check out this house. Isn't that pretty? There's so many cribs like these ones in the old money neighborhoods. When these people get old, because most of the people that own these mansions, they're old people. 80% of homeowners in the United States are baby boomers. These are people that are 65 years old and over. These people do not want to be put in a nursing home. They want to enjoy their soft life into old age in these mansions. And they need you as the caregiver to come and serve them in these beautiful mansions of theirs.
Calculated invisibility. Thus, in today's episode of Old Money Mansions, we explore 7 communities where multimillionaires drive decade-old Volvos, where your last name matters infinitely more than your net worth, and where displaying wealth is considered roughly as sophisticated as wearing white after Labor Day. First on our grand tour of Massachusetts' old money havens is Dover, a town so exclusive that even mentioning your house hunting there might cause the locals to choke on their Earl Grey tea.
That kind of hurts. The way he makes it sound. I mean, look at this beautiful house. It's so massive. I don't even know how many bedrooms it's got. It's got maybe 10 bedrooms. If they're getting old, they don't want to leave this mansion, this estate. Instead, they want everything to come to them. Maybe they have dementia and Alzheimer's. You, if you're a good caregiver, if you know how to build a value, and I can teach you how to do that, you can go work for these people. And money to them is not an issue. The issue for them is finding good caregivers that are the highest quality, because they value their peace. Peace is something that is very, very valuable, especially in 2026.
Its history stretches back to its first settlement in 1640, and it was officially incorporated as a town in 1836, establishing centuries of aristocratic lineage. The town's early families, such as the Carrolls and the Allens, established a legacy of prominence and civic leadership that continues to shape Dover's character today, with many estates being passed down through generations.
Every time I try and convince a lot of you guys to target these wealthy clients, ultra wealthy clients, it seems like you feel intimidated. Don't be intimidated. These people, they're just regular people like me and you. They just have more zeros in their bank accounts. They have the same illnesses, they have the same dementia, same Alzheimer's, same whatever conditions that you still treat other people that are broke or Medicare. Just figure out how to get in front of them, and I can teach you how. If you're in Massachusetts, you better schedule a call with me. Because once you schedule a call, I can help you get unstuck, and I want to add you to our private WhatsApp group, because we have a private WhatsApp group that's going on right now. A bunch of members have already joined. This is going to help motivate you to do the work. Because once you start to see other people in Massachusetts that are actually putting in the work, taking my sales training, my mentorship program, you're going to feel motivated too. And you're going to do the work. The reason why most people fail is because they don't have anybody holding them accountable to their BS. A lot of you guys that watch my content, you've been lying to yourselves that you're going to do the work, but you never do it. There's too much money out there for you to be struggling. If you're watching my content, it means that you're already on the right path. So schedule a call.
Dover consistently ranks as the wealthiest town in Massachusetts, with a median household income exceeding $250,000. But this affluence isn't the product of rapid development or tech booms. Instead, it represents the accumulation and careful stewardship of wealth over centuries, creating an atmosphere where bloodlines matter more than bank accounts. The architecture of Dover physically manifests its own...
Did you hear that? They're way past the bank accounts. They're talking about like legacy and bloodlines and all this stuff. Like, what? said, I'm just still trying to figure out how to pay my rent. That's most of us.
Money status, with stately colonial and Georgian homes meticulously maintained as symbols of family heritage and social continuity. Dover's social life revolves around institutions that foster a sense of community among its established families, such as the First Parish Church, local historical societies, and long-standing civic organizations that span multiple generations.
These people value quality of life. You see, they're talking about multiple generations. This means that they want to live a long life in their old age. You know, the soft life, very peaceful. And I can teach you how to articulate your value to these people. I can teach you how to sell to these people, convince these people to give you money. So instead of you going to them and saying, I only charge 35 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour, they're going to laugh at you. They pay the person that's the dog walker probably makes about 300 bucks an hour. The person that teaches them their kids piano makes 300 bucks an hour. Why are you charging 30 bucks an hour to take care of them in their old age? You're undervaluing yourself, because as soon as they see that you're only charging 35 bucks an hour, they're going to be like, can they really do the work? I don't think so, because who can survive on that? That's how rich people think. Look at this.
The town's strict zoning regulations have limited development, preserving the rural pastoral landscape and ensuring that Dover remains an enclave for established, affluent families rather than a destination for new money or speculative investment.
Okay, I'm already feeling some type of way watching these mansions because I don't have one as beautiful as this one. I'm not going to watch the whole video, but let me just go through the list here of all the cities. So here are the cities. There are actually 7 cities. There's Dover, Beverly Farms, Price Crossing, Concord, Weston, Manchester by the Sea, Wellesley, and Hingham. So if you guys are in Massachusetts, you know any of these towns, and you live close to any of these towns, maybe within a 50-mile distance or even a 100-mile distance, you should be targeting these clients. A lot of these people, especially the decision makers, on this. They're on Instagram, TikTok, at least YouTube. They're watching YouTube videos. So your commercials, as long as your commercials are on there and they're only targeting these 7 neighborhoods, it's incredibly affordable to target these people. So I got curious. I wanted to know what the total population is by town and the combined population. So I went to ChatGPT, my favorite tool. So here's what I typed into ChatGPT. What is the total combined population of the towns and neighborhoods in Massachusetts listed below? Also broken down by population by individual town and neighborhood. And it looks like Dover has just under 6,000 people, but it doesn't mean all 6,000 people are old or decision makers. Maybe like 500 of them, maybe like a fraction, 10% are old people that need your services. Imagine running commercials to 6,000 people in Dover, which is incredibly affordable, by the way, on all platforms, including TV, and only maybe 500 see your commercial, and 50 of them decide they want to contact you, and then you close, let's say, 2 or 3. That's money right there, and you're charging the rates that you deserve. You don't need everybody. Beverly Farms, let's see here, 3,500, so it's not that many. Concord, 18,000 plus. And then what's the total is what I need. A total here for all these 7 towns is 98,000. So just under 100,000. Do you know how incredibly affordable it is to target 98,000 people that live in the wealthiest neighborhood? This is how you get in front of them. You run commercials in front of them as they're watching TV and all this stuff, so that they can be convinced to work with you. At the end of the day, in this game, it's all about branding. And I can teach you how to brand your home care agency so that it's communicating to this old money population that they should be doing business with you. Everything is all about branding now. I'm going to teach you how to run commercials on TV and online. So I'll probably do a separate video specifically on how exactly you can do this and how I can help you to do this as well. But what I want you to do first is invest in yourself. Schedule a call, especially if you're in Massachusetts. There's too much money out there. I'm going to add you to my private WhatsApp group. I already got a bunch of other guys from Massachusetts that are in there that I want you to be a part of, because it's going to hold you accountable to do the work. I've noticed a lot of people, all they do is just consume all the information, but they never take action. But what's going to motivate you to take the action is when you start to see other people in your state getting the results. I'll put a link in the description of this video. You need to invest in yourself. It's a cold game out here. This is not 2023. This is not 2024. We're in 2026. The cost of living is crushing. Inflation. The game has changed, guys. And you need to understand what the new rules are. And I got you.